2,545 clues have come and gone. The 26 new ones are headed your way as part of this 96th episode of Disney 100 Jeopardy, presented by WaitSigns.com. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, and thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend last week. If you haven't played the Thanksgiving special, make sure you go and do that after this episode. It was all about Moana, and speaking of Moana, let me know what you thought of Moana 2. If you saw it, leave a comment below. Give it a rating. I give it a 6.8. It was maybe a little better than average, but nowhere near the original. I feel like Lin-Manuel Miranda's absence was quite notable. And speaking of Lin, he is from the greatest city in the world, which just so happened to be the final Jeopardy category last week. New York City, yes! Somehow I made it 95 episodes without including a category all about Disney movies in New York City. That changes today, and that category will be joined by 4 other brand new ones, including the Club DJ Member category of the week. So without further delay, let's check out what you'll be playing today. Once again, New York City will kick off episode 96. Speaking of 96, the second category you'll be playing, 1996. This is all about things that happened within the Walt Disney Company in the year 1996. The third category you'll be playing, Hear Those Bells. The fourth category is your theme park category of the week, We Gotta Go Back. All about going backwards on rides. And the fifth and final category, voted on by the Club DJ members, the Blip. Another decisive victory selected by the majority of the Club DJ members. The Blip picks up the W, 58% of the vote. It gets its revenge for being a runner-up in the poll 2 weeks ago. Deleted Songs comes in second, that's at 32%. And the Twisted Tales book series comes in third. 1 out of every 10 people wanted that one. In last week's episode, I did say, hey, Club DJ members, I hope you vote for my favorite choice in this poll, and it turns out that 68% of you did not, because I wanted Deleted Songs, and I am disappointed that it did not win. Though, the beauty of Club DJ is that it gets a chance at redemption this week. Make sure you go vote in the poll after this game to see if Deleted Songs picks up the victory for episode 97. But first things first, it's time for the cupcake round. Each of these clues are worth just 200 points each because they're the easiest clues of the game. Without further delay, let's take a look at the board and kick this thing off. It's time for New York City. In Enchanted, Giselle emerges from a sewer in the middle of this popular New York City location. What is Times Square? We're on to 1996 for the first time. Disney feature animation heads to Paris for this Renaissance classic. What is Hunchback of Notre Dame?
From Walt Disney Pictures comes an incredible film, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's time to hear the bells for the first time. You name the character that's associated with them. That would be Tinker Bell.
Just a little bit of pixie dust.
Buckle up, it's time to go backwards. We gotta go back for 200 points. Get launched backwards aboard this Marvel-themed coaster. What is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot? Final clue of the cupcake round belongs to the Blip from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Before Thanos successfully wipes out half of life in the universe with a snap of his fingers, he tells this character that he should have gone for the head. Thanos, of course, was talking to Thor.
You should have gone for the head.
Move on to the slightly more difficult 400-point round. We're back to the city so nice, they named it twice. It's New York. Once Upon a Time in New York City is a song heard at the start of this Disney animated film from the 1980s. What is Oliver and Company?
Now it's always once upon a time in New York City.
Let's check out 1996's second clue of the game. Peter Parker's MJ, who was born in 1996. When you think of MJ and Spider-Man, some of you might be thinking of Kirsten Dunst from the Tobey Maguire movies. But that's not who I'm talking about here. No, she was not born in 1996. Who was born in 1996? Former Disney Channel star, Zendaya. Let's listen to those bells again.
High in the dark bell tower lives the mysterious bell ringer. Who is this creature?
Those are the bells of Notre Dame. Who is ringing them? Correct answer is Quasimodo. That's 2 Hunchback clues in the first 8. I'm not mad about it. Let's move on to the theme parks, though. This one's worth 4. There doesn't seem to be any track. Guess we'll have to head down the mountain backwards aboard this thrilling attraction. So the correct answer here is Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom, though you theoretically could have said Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars in Hong Kong, which I think is Disney's most underrated roller coaster because it does also have a portion where the track seems to disappear and you go backwards. It's a great ride. Check out the POV when you get the chance. We're on to the Blip to finish off the second round. The amount of time on Earth between Thanos' snap in Infinity War and Bruce's snap in Endgame. How about 5 years?
5 years ago, half of all life in the universe, including our own Midtown High, was wiped from existence. But then, 8 months ago, a band of brave heroes brought us back. They called it the Blip. Those of us who blipped away came back the same age, but our classmates that didn't blip had grown 5 years older.
I need to rewatch Endgame. To this day, I think it's the greatest movie theater experience of my life, and honestly, I don't think it's ever going to be topped. Thank goodness we got it right before the pandemic. All right, on to the 600-point round now. This is where things get even tougher. It's time for the Big Apple's third clue. Kids have dreams of becoming the King of New York in this 1992 Disney musical. What is Newsies?
And dare I be, ain't I pretty? It's my city, I'm the King of New York.
Here comes 1996 for the third time. Released in the summer of '96, this was one of Disney's first live-action remakes.
Take the drawing from Anita and hand it to me. Is that difficult? Thank you.
Let's hear those bells for the third time today.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
And I stopped the song right there because Belle is about to start singing. Can you name what her next line is? The correct answer is, there goes the baker with his tray, like always.
There goes the baker with his tray like always.
In the words of Jack Shepherd, we gotta go back. Let's go backwards for the third time. Before Elsa sent you backwards while singing Let It Go, some trolls did the honor aboard this old Epcot water ride. What is Maelstrom?
Disappear! Disappear! Back! Back! Over the bars!
And here comes the Blip for the third time. During the blip, Scott Lang gets stuck in the quantum realm. He only gets released thanks to this type of animal accidentally pushing some buttons. What is a rat? Man, you talk about the most underappreciated character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's got to be this guy, the rat. If he doesn't step on some buttons, and half of us are still gone from Earth. So, shout out to the rodent. We move on to the 800-point round. Here comes New York for the 4th time. Tom Hanks falls in love with a mermaid in New York during this film that went on to inspire the name of a Disney park attraction. What is Splash? On to 1996 for the 4th time. Homeward Bound gets a sequel that finds our pets lost in this city. They are lost in San Francisco.
I'm on it, boss.
It's Kung Fu Kitty. Ow, ow, ow.
Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco.
This is gonna be good.
On to Hear Those Bells for 800 points. Listen up.
Oh my word. Maybe that old clock's a little fast.
Those were church bells. Can you name what film they were ringing in? What is Princess and the Frog?
Oh my word. Maybe that old clock's a little fast.
Hope you don't suffer from motion sickness. We're headed backwards for the 4th time. Head to this park to ride the only Pirates of the Caribbean attraction that sends you backwards. One of the most innovative attractions Disney has ever built. The correct answer is Shanghai Disneyland. It's kind of crazy the company has not utilized that crazy technology that's part of the Pirates attraction overseas and put that technology in some new attraction here in the US. It's been 9 years. It's about time. I'm assuming maybe the Coco ride that's coming in 2072 or the Avatar ride to Disneyland in 2094 will get it. Yeah, an attraction where your boats can turn left and right here in the US. What are we waiting for? Come on, get to work. Here comes the final clue of the 800-point round. It belongs to the Blip. As Nick Fury is slowly disappearing following the snap, he pages Captain Marvel. The last word he utters before he vanishes is this. Who knew that Nick Fury was such a family man? The last word that Nick says before he disintegrates is mother.
Mother.
So sweet. He was calling out for his mom. So that's really nice. He says mother. That's the last, and then he disappears. So I don't think he was going to say anything after that. Just nice and sweet moment, reaching out for his mom. All right, you know what time it is. It is now time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack infused unnecessarily spotlighted. Part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. And for the final time this year, the 1,000-point round is presented by WaitSigns.com. It is your last chance to scoop up your very own wait time display with the promo code ITM20. That's right, 20% off. The Black Friday sale has been extended through this weekend only. Show your guests, your friends, your family that you are bar none as Disney as they come. And new for 2024 this year is this sign that not only showcases live wait times in the US parks, but also park hours and even live fireworks shows. You can also scoop up one of these signs as well that are specific to your favorite Disney park. I love the Magic Kingdom one. I also love the Hollywood Studios one. Those are my absolute favorites. And don't forget the magical Magic Band readers as well. You still have the chance to turn on your Christmas lights with a tap of your own Magic Band. Just head over to waitsigns.com to learn more about all of these amazing gifts, whether for your friends, your loved ones, or even yourself. Treat yourself. All right, 1,000 point round is about to begin. It's putting us back in the New York groove. It's New York City for 1,000. George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue serves as the musical component for a New York City-inspired segment found in this Disney animated film. What is Fantasia 2000? On to 1996 for the final time. After Disney purchased the animation company Jumbo Pictures in 1996, this cartoon that originally ran on Nickelodeon from 91 to 94 moved to ABC and lasted another 3 seasons as a Disney property. What is Doug? It's time to hear those bells for the last time.
Hey, ring my doorbell. No. Ring my doorbell. Ring it. Look at this doorbell. Ring it. Yes. That was accidental.
There you go. Can you name what that doorbell is from? What is Meet the Robinsons?
Hey, ring my doorbell. No. Ring my doorbell. Ring it. Look at this doorbell. Ring it. Yes. That was accidental.
2 clues left on the board before Final Jeopardy. First up, we're going back. It's worth 1,000. Please remain seated. Your time machine will be rotating backward for your return. Can be heard aboard this attraction. What is Spaceship Earth?
Attention travelers, please remain seated. Your time machine is rotating backward for your return to Earth.
And here comes the final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. It's the Blip for 1,000 points. In Infinity War, this is the first character we see vanish before our eyes after the snap. That would be Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier.
Where'd he go?
Steve?
There you go, 25 clues down, only 1 remains. It happens to be Final Jeopardy, but before we get there, let me tell you, we only have 3 episodes left before the big 100th episode. I promise you now, that will be by far the biggest, most extravagant episode I have ever done. So circle your calendars for the first week of 2025. I'm thinking about maybe even bumping it up to January 1st, but I'm not sure yet. Right now, it's slated for January 3rd. I'll report back to you next week to let you know the official date, but only 3 episodes left, and I'll give you more information about that episode as the weeks come and go. So expect some more info next week in episode 97. But for now, let's focus on Final Jeopardy in this episode 96. Let's see what the category is that you'll be playing. Interior design. Okay, so what does interior design mean? Well, long time ago, I think in the 20s, I did, not the 1920s, in the episode 2026 or something like that. I did an episode on houses where I showed someone's house from the outside. You had to name what character lived in that house. This is similar to that, except I'm going inside the home. So I will show you the inside of a Disney character's home, and you'll have to tell me who lives there. You think you know your interior design? Make a big fat wager right now. All right, time is up. It's time to show you a photo of someone's home and see if you can guess who lives there. Just check it out. And there's your pick. Who lives there? Good luck. And time is up. Did you look at every pixel in the image? That might have helped you, because there were some clues that probably gave it away. So let's see if you got it right. The correct answer is Mike and Sully.
Oh, it's coming! It's coming!
And that does it for episode 96 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. Thank you all so much for joining me. Shout out to all the Club DJ members who keep this train chugging along the track. Couldn't do the show without you, and I appreciate you all very much. Make sure you go and vote right now for the right choice in this poll. Please pick the correct answer here. But really, the decision is up to you. The Club DJ poll, once again, is now live on the community page. Also head to waitsigns.com to scoop up your very own wait time display. Like I mentioned earlier, you can also pick up a Magic Band reader to make your home even more Disneyfied than it already is. And now, you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. Can't wait to see you next week for episode 97 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. We're almost there, folks. Just a few to go until number 100. See you soon.
Bye-bye.